Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be comparing two really special products. If you're new to my channel, my name is Fabrielle Brooks. I am primarily a makeup artist here in Orlando, but I do dabble in all things beauty. The first one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray versus the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Now I did already do my makeup, although I will mention that on this side, which is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury side, I did spray this before putting on my makeup on, mostly because it did say that you can also prime with it. So on this side I have that, and on this side I don't have anything. It's just my regular skincare. Now you may be asking, Fabrielle, why would you compare these two products if one of them is a primer and setting spray and the other one is just a setting spray? And the biggest reason that I was like, you know what, let's do this versus, is because the Charlotte Tilbury does claim to help your makeup last 16 hours. Now, as most of us know, the all-nighter setting spray has been like award-winning. It's the one that people go to when they want their makeup to last long. So I was like, if this one's claiming to be 16-hour wear, then these two are gonna be a great comparison. Now, I'm gonna sound like the worst makeup artist ever, but I actually didn't own this product. I had to buy it, and I've never really tried it. Back in my Sephora days when I used to work there, I think I had gotten like a sample of it, but I didn't like it because the way it sprayed out, I was like, this is so splotchy, you know, whatever. Because, you know, when you have the actual spray, it's like a nice fine mist, but when you have one of those little tester sprays, it just sprays out chunky. So I didn't like that, and I never ended up buying it. And plus, I was real broke back then, so I was like, I can't even afford that. So now I was like, you know what, I feel like it would be a good time to try both, and I am completely unbiased. Really quick with some comparison, the Urban Decay All Nighter is 4 ounces, and this one retails at $33. Now the Charlotte Tilbury one is 3.3 ounces, so it's a little bit less, a little bit over half an ounce less, and this one retails for $35. And I did just notice that on the Urban Decay one, it does also say 16-hour wear, so literally no better comparison. So I'm gonna get started here because it's already like 12 o'clock, and I am gonna mention I'm not gonna be wearing it the full 16 hours. Guys, it's just not happening. It was either wake up really early and do it, or stay up really late and do it. So honestly, I'm not doing either one. But I will wear it for 12 hours, and I'm gonna be updating you guys throughout the day. I'm gonna show you close-ups of what my makeup looks before I put the sprays on, after I put the sprays on, at the mid 6-hour mark, and then again at the 12-hour mark. I am also going to be running some errands today. I have to go to Ulta and Walmart and possibly Sally's, so I'm going to be wearing my mask, and I'm going to show you guys that as well, see how it transfers off. Alright, so let's zoom you guys in and let's get started. Got my little divider sheet here. Smells very mild, has almost like a skincare smell, almost like a soap smell though, but very mild, so not like very soapy. I don't know, just very mild. Oh, we got 2 caps. Boom, 2 caps. This one smells more like hairspray, but also very mild. Alright, I got my timers started. They are both dried down. So far, my thoughts are that the Charlotte Tilbury side does seem to be a little more like dewy-esque looking. That makes sense. I don't know. That really might just be me. So we'll have to see how that plays out during the day. As far as packaging goes, they sprayed out pretty similarly. A little tip, if you are getting lots of chunky spots when you're applying your setting spray, you're probably holding it too close to your face. You do want to try to stretch out your arm and spray it out like that, so that way you are sort of just getting the fine mist. Because that way the heavier droplets that come out, they're actually too heavy to go that far, so gravity just pulls them down. And then what makes it to your face is the fine mist. Science. I thought it was pretty interesting that the Urban Decay one has 2 caps. I'm not really sure why. It does have like the very chic, like makeup artist black bottle, which I really like. I think that's super cool looking. I think this would look really cool in someone's kit too. However, this Charlotte Tilbury one is just pulling at my like glamour heartstrings. This is like just so stunning. It's got like the really pretty like almost rose gold cap, which is really nice, and then the frosted plastic bottle. All right guys, so that's basically it. I'm gonna see what this looks like in 6 hours. Are you ready for some technological time travel? Boom. Okay guys, it has now been about 6.5 hours, and for the most part everything does look very similar. The Charlotte Tilbury side does look a little bit more dewy than the All Nighter side, but it's not that bad, and I do have oily skin, so just something to keep in mind. Also, around the nose did start breaking up a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys a close-up in a second. I am pretty impressed with how it's turning out though. I have done a ton of things today out in the Florida heat. It was disgustingly hot and humid. I went to Ulta, Sephora, Walmart, and Sally's, and I had my mask on, and honestly it does look pretty good. And I did want to show you guys the inside of my mask so you can see how much of it transferred off. I will say that the All Nighter side did actually transfer much more than the Charlotte Tilbury side. So this is the Urban Decay side, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury side. Now that's something that isn't a huge concern to me because I don't usually wear makeup underneath my mask because it's already a high risk to get acne. So I don't want to make it worse, but I know that a lot of you don't really have a choice, so just know that the Charlotte Tilbury side did transfer less. But alright guys, that's basically it. So let me show you guys a close-up, and then I'll see you in another 6 hours. More technological time travel. Alright guys, we are at just about 12 hours and 20 minutes. I have never wanted to remove my makeup more. It is a little past midnight and I'm a little bit tired. But final thoughts are, honestly, I really like both of these products. I'm gonna give you a bit of a close-up in a second so you can see it yourself. I will say the Charlotte Tilbury side did come out a little bit more dewy, whereas the All Nighter I feel wasn't as dewy, and I know that might be a little hard to tell on camera, but especially in person and when I look in the mirror, I kind of do see the difference, especially again in this area around my nose. I will say my makeup still looks pretty good. It did start getting cakey a little bit again in that area, but other than that, right here especially looks really nice still. Another reason why my makeup does look pretty dewy is that I did not touch it up at all. I didn't use any oil absorbing sheets, no translucent powder, no nothing at all, because I honestly wanted to see the true finish this would give me and kind of see how my makeup would look, you know, solely depending on these finishing sprays. I did also want to mention the makeup that I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Il Maquillage foundation with Tarte Shape Tape and then the Maybelline Fit Me powder. And then I did use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, the Milk Makeup Cheek Stick, and then the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer. But yeah guys, that's basically it. I genuinely think that you could go with either one of these setting sprays and really love them. I will say that if you do have very oily skin, you are going to prefer the Urban Decay one. And if you do have more normal to drier skin, you're gonna prefer the Charlotte Tilbury side. Personally, I like the dewy look, so I'm still gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury one even though I do have oily skin, but it kind of depends on what you're looking for. I know that a lot of people prefer a more of a matte look, so just keep that in mind. Alright guys, so that is basically it. So leave in the comment section down below if you're going to be trying one of these, if one of these is already one of your favorites, and what setting sprays do you like. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and share it with your friends if you really liked it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!